Afternoon, all. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So, y'all, let's talk about, of course, your government is you have a police state at this point. America is being run. The government has decided to oppress the people. And if the people don't give Trump what he wants, how he wants it, well, that's where the problem set in. That's where the problem set in. When Trump doesn't get what he wants, when he wants it, they're basically leaning on everybody now to say, listen, you going to do it this way? Or you got, that ice knocked the sonic rings right on out of his ass when he fell, Anthony. I had to. When I saw this, I said, oh, this is perfect. Because I used to love Sonic the Hedgehog. Still do. Still do. Now, I want to read something to y'all. Because, see, the MAGAs, right? The MAGAs are starting to realize that since conservatives don't really give a shit about making sure they have health care, hey, Karina Beautiful, hey, beautiful, they're starting to realize, oh, shit, we got a problem. Houston, we have a problem, right? I'm going to read something to you guys, okay? And I'm just going to tell you ahead of time, this warms my heart. I think I should find her Facebook page so I can comment on her post and let her know that I hope she gets the life that she voted for. So listen. She says, I voted for Trump every time he ran, but it appears that my idol has feet of clay. After 25 plus years on Medicare and Medicaid has cut me off in order to keep my Medicare insurance to cover the 9 prescriptions. I'm on for congestive heart failure and other 88-year-old woman's conditions. I am now expected to survive on $961.20 per month to cover rent, utilities, prescription doctor, and hospital copays, household goods, and food. I might just as well give up right now because I cannot survive on that amount of money per month. I am already eating minimum amounts of cheap groceries. I never take vacation. I never go shopping. I never have any kind of entertainment other than my TV at home. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I have worked since the age of 9 until I took an early retirement at 62 to take care of my husband. I live alone. I have no one to take care of me, but I will die before I go into a nursing home ever. And that is a promise. Well, I want to say her name is Diana. Diana, that last piece, you're not going into a nursing home, beloved. You don't have any money. That's the first thing. Getting $961.20 a month is not enough to get you in a nursing home. No. So you ain't got to worry about that, girl. Okay? She ain't got to worry about that because she ain't going to get in no nursing home. You understand? She ain't got no money. Second of all, you voted for this. Fuck her. Yup, hate is expensive. You know what it is? Now that the shit is hitting her, it's a problem. What did I tell y'all? Conservatives vote for conservative policies, but they always expect liberals to protect them from those policies. But liberals can't help them this time. Liberals can't help them this time. So this time, Diana got. Yep, this time, Diana wrote a check with her mouth that her ass couldn't cash. Gotta love America. Thank you all. I appreciate that. That's what happened. She had no problem voting for Trump, thinking Trump was going to hurt everybody else that she hates. That's what she thought. She thought Trump would hurt everybody else that she hates, and she would be okay. But she thought wrong. She thought wrong. Because, guess what? Trump don't like her either. He just wanted her vote. Isn't that what he said? Trump says, I love the uneducated. That's what he told those people right in their damn face. Not the Monica. So they deserve whatever happens. I don't give a fuck. I wouldn't donate to this woman if she was on her last dime. Why? Because she voted for people to lose their jobs. I lost my job because of her vote. Yep. People lost their health care because of her vote. People lost their food assistance because of her vote. People lost their job training programs because of her vote. Fuck her. All she give a shit about is her shit and making sure she gets something. Hold on, y'all, for a second. I hear my dog. Hold on. Y'all gotta use the bathroom? Oh, Rusty, you need help. You fell. Hold on. Oh, you need help? You got it? I'm sorry, baby. I didn't know you were on the floor needing help. Okay? You gotta use the bathroom? Come on. Y'all gotta go outside again? One more time? Rusty, can you make it? Okay. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Jesus. Sorry, you guys, I'm coming back. Had to let them out real quick. Somebody else in the house will let them back in. Hate will cost you a lot more. Yep. But see, but they wanted to hate. Remember, these people were Rusty's getting old. His legs aren't doing very well. That's mostly what's happening with him. He's arthritis. He's on, treatments and stuff for it. But Rusty's an old guy. Rusty's almost 20. He's an old man, so yeah. You say after listening to the William Shasha Riley recordings last night, it's all starting to make sense. I haven't listened to those recordings. I would need to listen to that. But I'm telling y'all, a lot of people who voted for Trump, they voted to hurt you. That's what they voted for. Okay, I'll take a listen to that. They voted to hurt you. But they didn't anticipate that they would get hurt too. They didn't anticipate it. They thought Trump was speaking to them. No, Trump wants their shit too. Real talk. He wants their stuff too. Now hold on for a second, you guys. I gotta go get Rusty. Hold on. I gotta get my hat, y'all. Give me a second, folks. I gotta go back and get my animals. Come on. What's wrong, Bella? Well, girl, if you come in here, you in here with me, girl. We not doing that in and out stuff, girl. Y'all know how Bells be. Bells will come in here, then she'll leave. Then she'll come in and then she'll leave. Nuh-uh, girl, we not doing that. I followed you now because I like what you talk. Thank you so much, support family and faith. I appreciate that. But y'all, what we're looking at now, man, again, all these people who voted for this, they just thought they would be okay. They just thought that everything would be fine. Everything ain't fine. I'm sorry, you guys. I wanted to put up his little outfit. Y'all know, because he's so excited to be protecting the PDFs. So I wanted y'all to be able to see. I did find a picture of him in his superhero costume. Did y'all see what RFK Jr. said about Trump's testosterone? You say the GDP went up when Trump came in. You mean gout, diabetes, and psoriasis? You've been blocked, beloved. That's the only GDP that Trump knows. Gout, diabetes, and psoriasis. He don't know no other GDP. What GDP could you be talking about? That's why I blocked you, because I was like, well, hold on, I gotta let Bella's ass out. I knew it. I knew when she came in here, get out of here. I knew when she came, she wasn't going to stay. But she was being nosy coming in. So I didn't even listen to that person. They were upset because I put the president up here in his cute little costume. Now, I didn't vote for him. Thank you, New Deal. So when I hear Republicans say, oh, he did the GDP, what? Gout, diabetes, and psoriasis? He got rid of all of that. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to tell y'all what RFK Jr. said about Trump's testosterone. Y'all going to crack up when I tell you this. He said that Donald Trump, it's hard for me to even say this shit with a straight face. It really, really is. Because it's just like, come on, man. Y'all, okay. RFK Jr. says, hold on, I'm going to put up the picture so y'all can see it. Because I kept the picture of it. Because I downloaded it. Because I was like, oh, hell no. Because I wanted y'all to see it. Look, I'm going to make it bigger. Read that. It says RFK Jr. says Trump has the highest testosterone ever seen for someone his age. I'm just going to let that sit with y'all for a second. First of all, RFK Jr. is not even a doctor. That's the first thing. He's not even a doctor. Not trained in medicine. None of that. So that's the first thing, right? And then I'm going to tell you the second thing that it told me. RFK Jr., as he ages, his testosterone will always be never matching what Trump's is. Now keep in mind, RFK Jr. is 71. Trump is 79. So basically, RFK Jr. just said Donald Trump has more testosterone than he does. I don't understand. These men are built a little different. It's like they get rid of all their manhood and shit for Trump. Cause matter of fact, RFK Jr. is going to be 72 in 3 days. In 3 days, he's going to be 72. Trump's 79. So they're in the same fucking age group. But RFK Jr. just made clear Trump has more testosterone than he does. Who does that? Hey, Russ. Yeah, Trump. Yeah, you're right. He's hoping Trump can be his Bubba. I've never basically he's saying Trump is more of a man than he is. That's what RFK Jr. said. What? Okay, I'm telling you, Donald Trump did something no politician has ever done. He exposed this down low man. I told y'all, see, people laughed at my video when I did that video, but I was so fucking serious. Donald Trump has exposed how a lot of straight men are really in love with other fucking men. They just have women because of social pressure. Socially, they figure they won't be taken seriously if they don't have a wife and some fucking kids. Look at Lindsey Graham. Right? So they get a woman, they get a wife, and they have kids. That's the beard. But they really in love with men. Men make them feel like men. It's really weird. Yep, a whole bunch of lavender marriages. I'm telling you, because real men don't talk like that. You understand? Real men don't talk like that. I ain't never heard a man say, yeah, that man right there got more testosterone than me. Said no man ever. Men don't say that. Weak men do. And imagine how weak RFK Jr. has to be to bow to another weak man. Bruh. Bruh. That's what this is. That's why Trump fights so hard to be respected. Because he knows he's not. He knows he isn't. Trump knows he's not respected. Except by other men. He's adored by conservative men. Conservative men are in love with Donald Trump. They love the president. They will sacrifice their families for him, their careers, their reputations for a man that they're not having relations with. Just a man. I could see if it was their boyfriend. It ain't even their boyfriend. It's just giving love affair to me. Because I ain't never seen a man ever say, hey, that man got more testosterone than me. You say you keep wondering why. Because they're gay, Abby. That's why. They're really actually gay. But socially and because of religion, they're not living their true lives. That's what I think. I'm just telling you my opinion on it. I'm just telling you my opinion. A lot of it is because of religion. Folks won't live in their truth. Instead, they'll live a lie. Because think about it. Religion will accept you living a lie. How many times y'all been in a church and you know people in that church are gay, but they got spouses that they married to of the opposite sex? You're like, no fucking way. Everybody know they gay, but religion has no problem with you lying and cosplaying. They don't have no problem with that. It's when you get truth, it's when you get honest, where the church starts to have an issue with your honesty. That's all. They don't mind if you lie. But when you start getting honest about how you really feel about people or think, oh, wait a minute, that's too much honesty. Then that's when you find out, according to some Christians, God don't love everybody. That's what those evangelicals say. God don't love everybody. Even though the Bible says something different. As a man, as a human, I'm telling you, no matter what that good book says, he don't love everybody. You said a lot of liberal men lack testosterone? Yeah, those are called women, Lord. Lord has no testosterone. That's why he signed in here with his troll account with one follower. Oh, poor little tink tink. You need to get you some testosterone replacement therapy, some TRT. Bye, beloved. I was about to tell him he should get HRT. Since he's already acting like a bitch. Might as well just get HRT and do a full transition. Right? Right? I'm just telling you what I see. I'm just telling you what I see. Might as well go ahead and just get HRT, do that full transition. So you ain't got to act like a bitch made man online. You could just be a whole bitch. Boom. They get mad with me. Good. They get so mad with me. I told you, y'all gonna leave me alone. Y'all gonna learn. Trust me. I guarantee it. Here we go. Let me put up something that's more familiar to them. Then, because there's no words even need to be said. You just look at it and you already know what that is. Hey, dumplings, you already know what that is. Hey, Teresa. Fucking bootlickers. Oh, they get so mad. But they never mad when they sucking on the tips of them government boots. When they licking the bottom of them fucking boots. I'm telling you, they cream for shit like this. Do you understand where I'm coming from? They cream for shit like this. America, yeah. I love men. What? It's okay to love men. It really, really is. What is not okay is to pretend that you don't and then hate people who live in their truth. That's not okay. But conservative men either spend more time bent over, bootlicking other men or on their knees. Y'all already know. I still got that same meme because I pop it out every so couple months of them all praying to the great Cheeto. Because that's what they do. Yep, their fighting and aggression is suppressed thoughts. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of them ICE officers, they are loving the fact that they get to manhandle men. Loving it. Do you understand? Do you understand? They love that they're getting to touch all over men under the guise of detaining or arresting them. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. And Alan says, as someone who has a master's in biotech, it's sad to see unqualified people like RFK Jr. I agree with you, Alan, because it's all about, you know what it's about? The people who don't have side teeth and who don't read books, they identify with RFK Jr. So when you put RFK Jr. in a position of authority like that, those people have this unrealistic thought process that maybe they're smarter than they thought they were. They're not, though. But these mediocre ass people make them feel shit. Gladys. Y'all know I'm gonna call Gladys' name right. Gladys. I'm looking at this RFK Jr. that Trump done put over our health. I like him. I identify with this man. I think I could do that job. Don't you think, Gladys? See, that's what it's about. It's about lowering the threshold, the criteria. The same people that attacked DEI, you know why they attacked it? Because they couldn't qualify for the jobs. So the thought process was, if I can't qualify for that job, that person must have gotten the job because it's DEI. They didn't earn that job. It's a quota being met. No. What it is they qualify for that job. You don't. You lack the skills, the fortitude, the professionalism, the knowledge, the education, all those things. That's what it's about. You got a lot of people in America, like, for example, did y'all see a video I put up earlier? I put up this video earlier where I was talking about this whole discussion about the government saying the new threshold for poverty is $32,000, I think $150. And a guy from Wall Street is saying, listen, actually, I think that the new poverty threshold for a family of four is $140,000. The amount of people that hopped in my comments talking about, if you don't know how to manage $140,000, you don't know how to manage money. Well, I am going to reply to them because you know what my thought was? Well, everybody doesn't live in the backwoods of Georgia. Everybody don't live in a generational trailer. You know what I mean? Everybody don't live in the cornfields of Utah. Some of us live in places that cost a nice little pretty penny to live. When you start talking about housing, childcare, thank you, Prophet. I'm glad you love me in Breaking Bad. You know why I loved you? What's that movie? What's that TV show? King of the Hill? You were the poor ones that Hank and them used to talk about. Hank and them had money, but you don't have one. Because you know, you got dirty toenails and you probably work for what, $2, $3, $4, $5 a day? Damn. And your uncle's probably your daddy too. Poor little tink tink. My beloved. Can I tell y'all something? I love destroying the self-esteem of conservatives. I don't know what it is. I love destroying the confidence of conservatives. Imagine being so mediocre, the only way you think you're going to get ahead is by deporting people. If y'all only could see the comments that are popping up in the live because of this bootlicking picture. They are tender, you heard me. They don't like when I call them out on their love of men. Y'all see me put them out of here sometime when they come in talking about how much they love Trump. I be like, I put them out. I'm not hooking up men with men today. I'm not hooking up men with men today. They just always prove. I'm telling you. Because I told you the other problem, love you too, Lufu. I'm telling you, one of the problems that America has is toxic masculinity. Real shit. Yes, I have other hobbies, Idaho girl. I like to talk about bad shaped bitches out of Idaho and other countries getting involved in American politics. Wash your neck, bitch. You've been blocked. Look, you see how fast that happened? Soon as she heard me, white screen. Bam. So you know she hot right about now, honey. She hot right about now, honey. She like that. And you know she not even from here, so I'm gonna try to do an accent. That fucking bitch blocked me. I have to get back onto her live and tell everybody how much in Pennsylvania we love Donald Trump. I am still worker and I love Donald Trump. No, you don't. You don't even live here. Hey. I will vote for Donald Trump. See, Donald Trump said I can say shit like that. Oh, look at Liz Wang. Liz, you know you got to get out, beloved, because you're an immigrant. Get the stepping, bitch. Blocked. Oh, they in their feelings. Liz was in her feelings. Y'all remember that fucking cartoon? We are Siamese, if you please. Liz, don't mess with me, girl. I told you I'm not a nice liberal. I am not a nice liberal, okay? I'm not nice. So if you came over here thinking you were going to make me cry, gotta be quicker than that. Oh, they real triggered, Maribel, because they see themselves in this fucking picture, bootlicking bitches. That's why. I saw a meme the other day. You know how conservatives always say, don't tread on me. Not now. You know what they say now? Tread on me, please, Big Daddy, please. Tread on me, Daddy, please. I don't feel like nobody, Daddy, if you don't tread on me. Please, Big Daddy, put them tiny foots on my neck. Huh? And like the good little sheep that they are, with their bad ankles and their bad knees, you know, their sheep walk like this. You know, the rest of us, when we walk, we just walk, you know, not the MAGAs. All shoulders all hunched up because the back is, they leaning over, the back is bad. Knees bad, foot's bad, ankles bad, everything bad. Hands bad, hands all. That's MAGA. That's why I told y'all I ain't never been worried about no civil war. Do you see MAGA? You mean Gravy Team 6? They not gonna bother you. They got COPD. They're on oxygen. You ain't got to worry about them people. I keep telling y'all this. Folks keep thinking what happening to your country is never going to be a civil war in the way that it was hundreds of years ago. Their ancestors were in better shape than they are right now. Catch that part. Catch that part. Okay? Catch that part. All right? Their ancestors were in better shape than they are right now. And they have more resources than their own fucking ancestors had. Catch that part. Catch that part. Catch that part. That's what they really upset about. A 400-year start and white supremacists are still behind. In order for them to win, they still got to rig the game. And not just against people of color, they rig it against women too. Yeah, women are under siege too. They rig it against them too. American men are crashing the fuck out because they have a female fucking boss. Chill. Y'all ain't never heard of Gravy Team 6? Chill. That's why them people I am not fazed by these people at all. I never, you don't even have to run from them. You can do a brisk walk. A brisk walk is more than enough to outrun these people. Do you understand? More than enough to outrun these people. Okay? More than enough. I love when the MAGA bots come in because they think that I guess I won't notice, but I can tell by how they talk that one, they're foreigners, and two, they're triggered. Block. I don't even say nothing to y'all. I just handle them. You say, Zach said he voted for Kamala, but I swear the bro podcast circles help Trump. Yeah, because the only people who listen to bro podcast, to be honest with you, are weak men. Weak, insecure men listen to bro podcasts. Real men wouldn't listen to shit like that. I'm going to tell you, real men don't listen. I don't know not one real man that listens to a bro podcast. Not one. Not one. Only weak ass men do that. That's it. Only weak men listen to those bro podcasts. Real talk. Because real men don't listen to that type of shit. Because real men go, what the fuck? I'm not going to let no other man tell my grown ass what the fuck to do. Real talk. So I don't pay attention to that. Because I already know what kind of men those are. They're weak. Real shit. And until America starts dealing with their men, because America got a man problem too. Weak men are violent. I'm going to say it again one more time so y'all can hear me. Weak men are violent. Did you hear that? Don't act like you didn't hear it. Don't act like you didn't hear it. Weak men are fucking violent. And that is a fact. Because it don't take much to trigger them to get them to act the fuck out. They don't have emotional maturity. So they can't do that. So you're seeing hundreds, thousands, millions of emotionally insecure men, emotionally unstable men, insecure men, all across America crashing out at the same fucking time. Hey, Chef CC, you're seeing it all at the same time. Well, if a woman won't give me attention, well, government need to change the rules so that bitch ain't got no choice. That's what you're looking at. Now let's connect another dot. Let's connect another dot. You know why you got so many weak ass men? Let's deal with that. They weak ass daddies or non-existent daddies. A whole bunch of men in America didn't raise their fucking kids. They got women pregnant, didn't stick around for the raising of those children, and those children were raised by just women. And I've said this before, a woman can't teach a boy how to be a man. A woman can't teach a boy how to be a man. And then if the woman that man got pregnant was a piece of shit woman, all she gonna do is raise a child that's insecure, always inside their own head, and violent. And that's exactly what America has right now. Oh, you said your great grandmother used to say it? Because it's true. Confident people don't have a reason to get violent. Not initially. It takes a lot to get a confident person to get violent with you. Why? I'm going to tell you why. For example, people come in here and call me names all the time. I don't give a shit about that. I don't give a fuck about what they think about me. You know what I care? What I think about me. That's what I care. How I see me. Insecure people care more about what other people think about them. Because what they think about themselves, they don't believe it. Boom. Even if they wanted to believe they were good people, even if they wanted to believe they were smart, talented, they don't believe it. So they need reinforcement from whoever will give it to them. America is a nation of weak ass men. Real shit. Not every man in America is weak, but there's certain segment of the population and it's sputtering like a hot pot on a stove. Real shit. Because they want a family. They want women. They want all this shit. But the problem is they're weak. Yeah, they are pick-me men. They always talk about the pick-me women, but it's pick-me men out here too. But the pick-me men are in love with men. They want the love and attention and adoration of men. They don't want it from women. They want men to say, man, he's a great guy. Or I want to be like him. That's what they want. They don't want it from their children. They don't want it from women. They want men. Look, Kiara, you said, oh, those men. Yes, those men. Quiet is kept. You know why they want submission and not respect, Focus Room? Because they know that you don't respect them. They already know because they don't respect themselves. That's why they don't ask you for respect. That's why they don't ask you for it. That's why they ask you to submit. They ain't gonna demand respect from you when they don't respect themselves. But they will demand submission. And any man worth a grain of salt knows if you want a woman to submit, gotta make her feel safe. Boom. You make a woman feel safe, she'll submit by proxy. Because she don't feel like she got to be like this. But see, if you don't create an environment for her to feel protected, for her to feel safe, guess what? She ain't going to submit. It's really that simple. This is why a lot of times when American men go to foreign countries to get foreign women, they still can't compete. That's why they have to bring that woman back here. You understand? They can't really stay in those countries. Why? They can't compete with those men. Those men are men. They do shit with their hands. They build shit. They create shit. They provide. They protect. American men call a contractor. Where I'm lying? Where I'm lying? An American man calls a contractor. That's why they go get those foreign women and want to bring them back. You say, did I hear NATO is sending troops to Greenland? No, I didn't hear that, but I'm not surprised. Like I told y'all, we already got bases in Greenland. Trump is just doing that shit to bust up NATO for Vladimir Putin. He ain't even doing it for China. He doing it for Vladimir Putin. Because Trump, this is Trump, and that's Vlad. Trump bootlicks for Vladimir Putin. That's a fact. He's scared of him. He just fake like he tough on TV or shit like that. But when he get in front of Vladimir Putin, notice he don't never pop off like that. You say you gotta respect him before I can submit. True, but you ain't gonna respect him if you never feel safe with him. You understand my point? Respect ain't enough. You have to feel safe with him to submit to him. Because submission requires vulnerability. And you ain't gonna be vulnerable in a space in which you do not feel safe. That's a fact. That's anybody, women and men. You will never be vulnerable in a space that you don't feel safe. Why would you do that? You leaving yourself open to be abused or taken advantage of because it's not a safe environment. America got to deal with this issue. But I'm telling you, because y'all know I keep watching that 90-Day Fiance the other way, and seeing these American men go to these foreign countries, and I'm watching how the foreign men look at them. Like, they don't know how to do shit. You just got a little bit of money. But these guys don't even really have a lot of money. And that's the truth. They don't even have a lot of money. But they ain't got no choice but to go there. But then when they go there, everybody, all the men are looking at them like, because those men know how to do shit. You understand? Those men know how to do shit. They don't have to wait around for somebody to tell them how to do something. Like I said, American men are used to solving problems with their wallets. American men aren't like foreign men. Foreign men may not always have the money to solve problems with their wallets. So a lot of times they solve problems with their hands and with their minds. That's one of the big inherent differences. Real talk. That's one of the big inherent differences. I'm trying to see something. That is the big... American men love to throw money at a problem. Real fast. Think about it. They'll say it real fast. Oh, I got to pay a such and such. They don't mind paying to get rid of a problem. They ain't gonna learn how to do it though. A lot of them won't learn how to do it. No. I'm gonna just buy. I'm gonna just pay for a service or buy the thing. Yep, and you're right. That's why they hoard wealth, because they don't know how to do shit. They always have to pay somebody to do something. That isn't the default setting for most men around the world. Most men around the world actually do something before they gonna want to open up their wallet to just pay for it. Not in America. America's about pay first, and then if I'm broke enough, I'll have to try. I'm the opposite. Fuck getting money. I'm going to try first. And just keep trying. And if I can figure it out and get it done on my own, I'm going to do it. But if not, well, I'm going to have to pay some money. But that's the last fucking resort. Muse, no, he doesn't. That man ain't got no internal bleeding. What he does have is bad shaped body, but that didn't come from that car. You've been blocked. Oh, just so y'all know, I was blocking that person. That's the new speaking point now that conservatives are going with. Y'all gonna see it on the line everywhere. Okay? Y'all, you got that YouTube notification? I am multitasking. Did y'all see that? Because that's the new speaking point now. To say that the officer was hit by her car and he had internal bleeding with no bruising. Do y'all know how you get internal bleeding without bruising? Anybody know? Because I've never seen that. Anybody ever seen that? See, my question is this. So they're saying she hit that man with her car, and that's why they did what they did to her. So question, does that mean that all of the people from January 6th that were beating up cops should have met the same fate that she did? I'm just asking. Y'all tell me. Because I know January 6th people, Trump pardoned them. Said they were peaceful. So if that's the definition, wasn't Renee being peaceful? If you've had internal bleeding in your brain, beloved, you shouldn't be participating in this conversation. I bet you still got a little bit of pressure on the brain. You've been blocked. I don't talk with people who've had a little bit of bleeding on the brain. It's not even fair. It's not even fair for you to talk to me because you can't hang with me. So I booted you. How do you stay sane with all the news that comes out? Easy. It ain't hard because that news doesn't define me as an individual. It ain't hard. Shadow Man, I had to. He walked into that because he's trying to justify the cop doing what he did. So I'm like, well, oh, you had bleeding on your brain? You look like you still do. In his avatar for his profile, his head was looking a little misshapen. So I figure he must still have a little pressure up here. It ain't even fair for me to debate that man. Block. So I just went on ahead and blocked him and put him out of his misery. Because he gonna say it was unfair, this, that, and I don't. So I just blocked him. Yeah, I just blocked him. Oh yeah, because I booted him days. That's why you can't see his comment. Trust me, I be multitasking like a mofo in here. Plus I have moderators in here too. But let me tell you, I'm a multitasker. I'm a mother. Y'all know mothers, we multitask. And just because you think I ain't looking don't mean I ain't looking. Okay? Just because you think I wasn't looking don't mean I wasn't looking. I don't know why they keep thinking this. I pay attention. But hey, and it's fun. It's fun. You know who I be feeling like when I be doing that shit? I ain't even gonna lie. My dude, I used to love that dude. I feel like Steve Irwin when I do it. Hey, right now we're hunting MAGAs. Look, that's me trying to do my Australia accent. I'm not that good at it, but that's me. Right now we're about to go hunt some MAGAs, and we're going to show you what happens when you jiggle the hook in front of a MAGA and you watch them crash out. Let's go. That's how I feel every fucking time. It's the easiest thing ever. It's the easiest thing ever. Look, that accent was real bad. It was the best I could do. But y'all get my point. It's really not hard. The shit is sport for me. They make it easy and they keep coming in. You say the funny thing is the agent has a Philippine wife. Let me address that. A lot of Filipinos are racist as fuck. I just had to say it. A lot of Asians are racist as fuck. Yep, I said it. Let's just go ahead and put it on out there. Y'all surprised? That's why they like to marry white. I keep telling y'all, a lot of these immigrant people love to be entrenched in whiteness because they think that's a safe space. And then they also want to whiten up their bloodline. Do you understand now? So I'm not surprised that his wife is a minority, but I bet you she lived as a white woman. Even though she obviously is not a white woman. Because see, I didn't mean to spit. Because see, this is the thing. There is this thing in America about fetishizing Asian women, white men specifically. There's this fetishizing of Asian women. Real shit. That shit started during the war. And it never stopped. It never stopped. Shit's still happening. Now keep in mind, those Asian women fetishize those white men too. Oh, it's a two-way street. It's a two-way street. Because that Asian woman is trying to whiten up her bloodline. And that white man is going into the stereotype that all Asian women are submissive. It's the same thing, and they come together. That's all it is. Racism. Hey. They're going in their own driveway. Shut up. Them damn dogs. You say you have a friend who went to the Philippines and came back with an Asian girl who he eventually married. Is he white? Not saying it don't happen with black people. Hold on, y'all. Let me close these blinds. Hey. Get away from there. And mind your business. They get to go home. That is their own driveway that has nothing to do with... How's the front door wide open? Did the cat get out there? You make sure Bella not out there. Oh, shucks, y'all. The front door was open. And make sure Pickle's not out there too. Sorry, y'all. Our front door popped open. Oh, I knew my mic was on. I knew I still had it. I knew y'all could hear me. I wasn't tripping. But your friend, I wanted to know, was your friend a white guy, Days? Because most of the time, that's not surprising. Not dogs were barking at maggots. He just brought her parents. Ah, okay. Yep, you're right, Sasha. And that's what I'm on right now, 90 Day Fiance. They love Asian women and Hispanic women. Huh? Oh, okay. They love Asian women and Hispanic women. Love them. You say her parents are agreeing with Trump. Now, of course they are, because they want to be white identifying. But I hope her parents get deported. No disrespect. Because they're not white. And if they're going to come here and lay in bed with white supremacy, they need to go back to their country. They should not be allowed to stay here. We don't need no more enemies. And if we're lucky, they will be deported. Real talk. Deport their ass. See, that's why I told y'all I'm of the mindset that I'm kind of leaning into that shit with Trump. Because use it to clean up all these hating ass fucking immigrants all across America who hate brown and black folk that already live here. Like we be born and raised here. These motherfuckers will come here and immigrate and then have the audacity, or like I say, the caucasity, to then be racist. What? Motherfucker, you're a minority too. So that's why I say they need to stay wherever the hell they at. Because no disrespect, black and brown people in America don't need more enemies. We got enough. Oh, Filipinos love Trump. Racism. See, the thing about, you know how when we were talking early on about moving to different countries and stuff, and I made the joke about China, I would never move to China. I would never move to any Asian country. Them motherfuckers is racist. Every time I see black people in China living, and I'm like, okay, y'all do that. I just know how these people set up. And them motherfuckers is racist. They very racist. You being a black person visiting those countries versus being a white person is a completely different experience. Real talk. Completely different experience. Oh, I was lumping the Japanese in there too. All of them. Koreans, Filipinos, Thai. It don't matter. In that Asian Pacific area, them motherfuckers racist. I said what I said. I'm not stuttering. I'm not delaying it. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That is the truth. And until folks want to get honest, it don't change. The quiet part is, it ain't even secret racism. The only people who think it's a secret is them motherfuckers. I'm keeping it a buck with you because my black ass always knew they were racist. Always. You can tell by the way they act. About a month and a half ago, my daughter needed me to take her to it was when I had a nail appointment. So I had a nail appointment, right? My daughter was with me because I had to go get a nail fixed, right? And there was a beauty supply store next door. So my daughter said, listen, I'm going to go next door to the beauty supply store. Just come over there when you finish. I'm like, all right, fine. So when I get finished, I go over there. Now, this store was owned by some Korean women. I could just feel these bitches trying to look through me. And I started to buy something. I ain't buy shit. And then told my daughter, don't you buy a damn thing in here. Fuck these. I said it out loud. Fuck these bitches. Don't buy nothing in here. See, to me, the audacity to open a store in a black neighborhood, but then also be racist. Fuck you. I wish I would spend my money with you. Take your ass across town to them fucking white people and sell that shit over there. Oh, right. They don't care to come in that type of store like that. Yeah, they just want money, but you won't get my fucking money. You won't get mine. Fuck them. That's why I go to black beauty supply stores. Because see, enough people don't talk about the racism in the hair industry and how the Asians got into beauty supply and pretty much tried to push everybody out. Everybody. It's a good old boy network. It really is a good old boy network amongst them. And if you're lucky, they'll let you in. Stop spending your money in these places with these people. If they don't have no respect for you, I always operate like this. If you don't respect me, you don't respect my money either. So you ain't getting none of it. Period. You ain't getting it. Because if you don't respect my money, you won't get it. Hey, Carla. Oh, yeah. Listen, I didn't even get it talking about the Middle East. They racist too. And have the audacity to be racist when some of them darker than my black ass. Indians racist too. And I ain't talking about Native Americans. I'm talking about Indians from India. A lot of them that come here to America are racist as fuck. Why? Because India got its own color issues. Light Indians that look white versus the dark Indians. And then they come here and they bring that bullshit here. I'm like, hold up, you darker than me, champ. You're not white, beloved. My name is John. Your name ain't fucking John. Stop the cap. Okay? Stop the cap. You got about 20 letters in your name. Stop the cap. And I'm talking about in your first one. But you trying to assimilate. Okay. All right. Remember I said months ago, when immigrants move to America, they should not assimilate. Didn't I say that? I said they should integrate. I said it. I said integrate. Hey, TL. I said integrate. Because assimilating is washing away your complete identity. But integrating is saying, I'm a part of this society, but I'm still hanging on to the things that make me me. They didn't want to do that. Yep, they do think because their hair is straight, they're white. But white supremacists don't think they're white. That's why I say personally for me, watching the chickens come home to roost for racist ass American immigrants, Warms my fucking heart, frankly. The shit warms my heart. Fuck those people. That's my opinion on it. Fuck them. Because that's how they see my people. That's how they see your people. If you're non-white, they think they better than you. Stay in your own. That's why I want them to stay in their own country. Don't bring that ignorant ass shit here. Stay where you at. Stay in the Philippines. Stay in Thailand, Japan, China. Stay wherever you're from. But you keep that ignorant shit over there. Oh yeah, FIFA's still gonna happen. You gotta remember, FIFA is a corrupt organization. Oh, it's still gonna happen. Now the question is this: how many dumbass foreigners are stupid enough to come to America for FIFA? Because FIFA is going to be a wet dream for ICE. Psh. So I'm just gonna sit at home and watch from my TV. Watch from my couch and watch the TV. Because, honey, ICE is going to come all up and through them events. And I'm going to clap my ass off. So me personally, I'm encouraging immigrants, go. Go, especially if you love Trump. Go. Go to FIFA. Because I guarantee you won't make it home. Good. To a detention you go. Fuck them. I don't care. I told y'all, that's why I won't march for the shit. Now y'all understand why I said I wouldn't march for them. That's why. Fuck them. Let their family members who are citizens here or who either were born here march for them. Let them do it. But my ass ain't doing it. I told y'all, that's why I won't protest. I'm genuinely not protesting for ICE doing what they're doing. I don't agree with it, but I ain't gonna get out there in the streets and do nothing about it. Because I didn't vote for it. I didn't vote for it. So I refuse to do that. Where are all these motherfucking immigrants, the brown and black immigrants that said Trump was so great for America? Why aren't they marching? And notice how you don't see no black people in all this footage that you seeing about all these protests and shit. Notice you don't see no black people. Oh, we're not getting out there. Say it again, Crystal. We protested on November 5th, 2025. So notice ain't no black people out there when none of this shit is happening. Yep. Say it again, TL. It's too dangerous. Because see, black people also know this. If they will unalive a white woman, what you think they do to my black ass? My life is no more important than Renee's was. No more important, not to those folks. So me getting out there just takes me away from my family. That's stupid. So I'm not going to do that. From your lips to God's ears, user 958. I just hope they would pay enough so I could pay my mortgage. But you understand where I'm coming from? They're not coming after, say it again, Ronald, they're not coming after us next because they never stopped. The thing is, they can't cause black people to be so moved by their bullshit. They've been fucking with us for hundreds of fucking years. We are resilient. We are built for their bullshit. If anything, they get mad that we won't do nothing. Because they be trying to trigger us. Trump been trying ever since he got back in office to trigger black people to do something. He want our black asses in the streets so bad. It's not happening. We not going out there. You can act all the fool that you want. We're not going out there. It's not happening. That's why I don't even pay no attention to nothing that these people be talking about. Yep, so he can talk about Antifa. And nobody asks, well, what does Antifa mean? Nobody ever asks. That's the even crazier part. Because if you're against Antifa, that means you're for fascism. But MAGA don't make that connection because they don't really even know what fascism is. They don't even know what Marxism is, but they still say it. They're only saying what they heard. That's all. Oh, and then let me tell y'all this. I saw on a conservative message board this afternoon. Guess what? MAGA is now calling Joe Rogan a liberal socialist. They say they don't listen to him no more. He is now a liberal socialist. Why are they calling Joe Rogan a liberal socialist? Well, let me tell you why. Because Joe Rogan said what ICE is doing is wrong. Now I'm going, wait a minute. So when did Joe Rogan become a socialist? Was that before or after he had Trump on his show? I told y'all, these people support whoever is going to reinforce what they already believe anyway. I told you they live in a bubble. And as soon as you start to say or do anything that shouldn't be in the bubble, they put you out. So for now, they not fucking with Joe Rogan at the moment. And I'm with you, fuck Joe Rogan, because I don't like Joe Rogan either. But Joe Rogan, let me tell you one of the reasons why I don't like Joe Rogan. Anytime I've ever seen excerpts of his show, you know something, a running theme that I figured out with Joe Rogan? He never knows anything. Did you notice that? Joe never knows nothing. If you watch the excerpts, he always says it. He always says it. Well, I never knew that. And you know what I always be like? This motherfucker knows nothing. Why does he have a podcast? He don't know nothing. No, he knows. It's an act. Joe Rogan was never a funny comedian, but he's a damn good actor at pretending not to know shit on that fucking podcast. Say it again, Alicia. He don't never know nothing, but always talking shit. He never knows anything, but he always has an opinion. Isn't it funny how that works? Right, you can't. Right, Trail. Now that I've said something, you noticed it. Because I caught that. I was like, every fucking excerpt I've ever seen of this guy and his TV and his podcast, he always says, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And I'm always like, damn, he don't know nothing. Then I said, oh, okay. That's the gimmick. You know why? Because his audience doesn't know that. Joe Rogan never wants to seem smarter than the people that listen to him. It's all a gimmick. It's all an act. It's a performance. It's all a point. Yeah, he was a comedian. See, I'm old enough to remember when Joe Rogan used to host Fear Factor. Yeah. After this live, take your ass on YouTube and go look up Fear Factor. Joe Rogan was a comedian hosting a show where people ate bull's balls. He was never that funny of a comedian. Not Joe Rogan. I never heard nobody talking about, man, did you hear that Joe Rogan said? No, said nobody ever. Yeah, he was on news radio, but I didn't watch news radio. And quiet as kept, news radio was all about Andy Dick. That I do remember. Andy Dick was on news radio. Nobody was watching that shit because of Joe Rogan. It was Andy Dick. And I never even watched news radio because I didn't care about that show. But if I'm not mistaken, Andy Dick was on there. Nobody cared about Joe Rogan. Oh, and Phil Hartman, shit. Didn't nobody care about Joe Rogan? But y'all need to go look him up, young folk. If you're unfamiliar with Joe Rogan, that's why I said that shit he does on that podcast is all a performance. And dumbass people fall for that shit. That man understands very well what the conversation is, but his audience doesn't, so he always pretends he doesn't know. So somebody has to explain it. And then at the end of them explaining it, you know what Joe always says? Oh, that's so cool. He's full of shit. He's full of shit. That's how he became as rich as he did, pretending not to know nothing. And you know why I'm still broke? Because my ass won't pretend to be stupid. Damn. I just refuse to pretend that I'm dumb. Because I refuse to believe that the people that listen to me are dumb. People aren't dumb. People may very well not know, have enough information about something. They can be misled, but most people by and large are not dumb. Alan, so many people watch this podcast, a couple reasons. COVID. Got to remember, captive audience, people were at home. COVID made people like him extremely popular, right? So COVID is a part of it. Another piece of it is, again, what did I tell you? They see themselves in Joe Rogan. They don't understand the conversation. So when Joe says, I don't know what's happening here, they feel right at fucking home. You get it? And say it again, Troy, mediocrity loves mediocrity. That's why MAGA love Trump. They know he's not a remember they said we voted for him because he's not a politician. They voted for someone who's not a politician to run their government like a business, and now they complain that they don't have health care. You see what kind of people you're dealing with? Hey, dude, these are the types of people that we're dealing with. And that's why I tell y'all, you cannot deal with MAGA by trying to talk facts. You have to lead with emotion. You have to trigger them emotionally. Just like MAGA does to you. Because that's what MAGA does to you. They trigger you emotionally, and then you spend all your time trying to fact check them. Why? They don't care about facts. Because they're led by emotion. So you got to stop doing that. Just trigger them. Fuck it. Yeah, you know what's funny, Maribel? I was watching videos earlier this morning on TikTok. I don't know why I fell into this hole. Where I was watching videos where somebody was asking people, do you like the ACA or Obamacare? And they would say, I like the ACA. I don't like Obamacare. So the Republican messaging worked. They so fucking dumb, they think it's two different plans. So when government says we're going to get rid of Obamacare, they cheer. It's not until way later that they realize that's the same thing as the ACA. It's not until they lose their health care that they go, Gladys, did you know that the ACA is Obamacare? I thought those were two different things because we don't want that Obamacare, right? But now they saying we ain't got insurance, Gladys. That's why you don't argue with people like that. You don't argue with those people. You don't argue with those people. Those people eat glue. You understand? You don't argue with them. You don't argue with them. I told y'all that's why I don't. When they say, I love talking to Gladys too. Gladys be at Walmart catching that work too. She be catching strays at Walmart. Like, bitch, if you don't put that can down. We need all hands on deck, Gladys. Listen, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me this evening, and thank you for enjoying me if you did. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget, next Wednesday, season 2 of the Straight No Chaser podcast is here. I can't wait. Okay? Can't wait for you to listen to it and give me your feedback. You know, I love you all. I thank you for being here. We got 44,000 likes tonight. We got 48 shares. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate all of the engagement and conversation. I do. Because I already knew it wasn't just me that thinks like this. But I hope the conversation tonight empowers you to not give up. Because that's the goal. Don't give up. Because they want you to. Don't give up. Because I know that y'all not bootlickers, so don't do it. Now, before I go, I want to wrap up and send a shout out to my top 5 gifters. I try to do this every live. Number 1, beautiful, my dog is Charlie. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 2, beautiful Kim X. Thank you, beautiful. Number 3, Miss Beautiful Shauna B. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 4, Miss Beautiful Trail. Thank you, gorgeous. Number 5, Miss Chris Rightmare. Thank you so much, beautiful. And a special shout out to number 6, handsome Kiera. Thank you so much, Kiera. I appreciate you. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I'm going to be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, you guys, I love you. Be safe. Listen, don't let nobody live rent-free in your head. Don't feed any trolls. And you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Have a great and wonderful, wonderful